Hello everyone, and welcome back to Thesaurus Thrive. Today, we are diving deep into a silent saboteur that is quietly undermining your potential, stealing your precious time, energy, and ultimately, your future. We are talking about laziness. It rarely announces itself with a roar. Instead, it whispers, "I will start tomorrow." It coaxes you with, "Just one more minute," and before you know it, your grandest aspirations begin to fade into the background. Laziness is not merely a bad habit. It is a pervasive mindset, a psychological anchor that keeps you tethered to inaction. If left unchecked, it will seize the reins of your entire existence. But here's the empowering truth. You possess the innate ability to break free. You can reclaim control, cultivate unwavering discipline, and sharpen your focus. In this comprehensive guide, we are going to unlock 7 powerful lessons designed to help you not just diminish, but vanquish laziness, propelling you into immediate, decisive action. Because your future is not sculpted by what you plan, but by what you do. So, I urge you to stay with us until the very end, because this moment could be the turning point where you cease merely delaying your life and truly begin to live it. And here is an added benefit. As you absorb these transformative insights, you will also be actively enhancing your English proficiency. The more you listen, the more you comprehend, and the more you comprehend, the more fluent and unconfident you become. So, if your ambition extends beyond just personal growth to include mastering the English language, hit that subscribe button, join the Thesaurus Thrive community, and let every video be a stepping stone in your journey. Let us begin. Lesson 1. Understand that laziness is a lie. The initial stride towards conquering laziness is not about simply forcing yourself to work harder. It is about unearthing a fundamental truth. Laziness, in its purest form, is often an illusion. Yes, the sensation is profoundly real. You feel drained, listless, utterly devoid of motivation. But in the vast majority of instances, this perceived lack of energy is nothing more than a narrative your mind constructs. Have you ever noticed how, when a crucial task looms, an inexplicable weariness descends? When textbooks beckon, a sudden drowsiness takes hold. When work awaits, your inner voice cunningly suggests, "Let us postpone it." Yet that very same individual can effortlessly scroll through social media for hours, binge-watch videos without a hint of fatigue, or engage in endless conversations without a dip in their energy levels. What shifted? Your inherent energy did not vanish. Your mind simply found an elaborate way to circumvent effort. Laziness is not a deficit of energy. It is a profound reluctance to engage in challenging endeavors. Your brain is hardwired for comfort. It craves immediate gratification, effortless pleasure, and a complete absence of pain. And productive work, by its very nature, demands effort, intense focus, unwavering discipline, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. So, your brain, in its protective wisdom, devises a convenient alibi. Do it later. If you continually heed this persuasive voice, it solidifies into a potent, destructive habit. This is the insidious breeding ground of laziness. Laziness does not annihilate your life in a single dramatic stroke. It erodes it slowly, incrementally. You defer one task, seemingly inconsequential. You squander an hour. It feels normal. You bypass an opportunity. It does not appear serious. But when this pattern repeats day after day, days bleed into weeks, weeks into months, months into years, until one day you awaken to the stark realization that you are miles away from where you aspired to be. This, my friends, is the devastating, cumulative cost of unchecked laziness. Now, for the pivotal shift, you must cease believing this deceptive narrative. Every time your mind murmurs, "I just do not feel like doing this," you must immediately counter with this truth. This is not laziness. This is resistance. Resistance is that universal sensation we encounter before embarking on anything significant, anything that challenges us to grow. It is a natural, inevitable part of progress. And truly strong individuals do not flee from it. They resolutely move through it. Here is another profound insight. Action creates energy. Many erroneously believe they need to feel energetic before they can act. But the truth operates in reverse. The moment you initiate work, your energy levels begin to climb. As you set yourself in motion, your focus sharpens. When you take that first deliberate step, your motivation blossoms. So, cast aside the need to feel perfectly ready. Simply start, and readiness will inevitably follow. Imagine this scenario. A task awaits. Your mind, ever the procrastinator, whispers, "Later." But instead of capitulating, you begin immediately. Even if it is a minuscule step, even if your pace is glacial, what transpires? You disrupt the ingrained pattern. You unequivocally demonstrate to your mind that you are in command. This is immensely powerful because every instance of action diminishes the stronghold of laziness, and every instance of delay fortifies it. The battle then is simple: action versus delay. Remember this potent affirmation. Laziness is not your reality. It is your excuse. So, from this very moment, stop waiting for inspiration to strike. Stop yearning for the perfect confluence of circumstances. Stop heeding the siren song of later. Take action, even if it is small, even if it is imperfect. Because the instant you commit to action, laziness begins its slow, painful demise. And the moment you pause, laziness reasserts its tyrannical grip. Choose wisely. Understand that laziness is a lie, and you are not obligated to believe it. Lesson 2. Start before you feel ready. To truly obliterate laziness, you must dismantle one of life's most pervasive myths: the fallacy that you must feel prepared before you can commence. Countless individuals fall into the waiting trap. They wait for a surge of motivation, for the ideal mood, for that elusive perfect moment. They utter phrases like, "I will start when I feel inspired," or "I will begin when I have boundless energy," or "I will tackle it once I am in the right headspace." The tragic reality? That mythical moment seldom arrives, and even if it does, its stay is fleeting. This is precisely why so many remain stagnant. They are passively waiting for a feeling, rather than proactively initiating action. The truth, which many overlook, is this: you do not need to feel ready to start. You need to start to feel ready. Action is the progenitor of motivation, not the other way around. Let us explore this deeper. Recall a time when a significant task loomed large. Initially, the inclination to start was non-existent. You procrastinated, you evaded, you succumbed to that feeling of inertia. But once you finally commenced, a profound transformation occurred. Focus sharpened, your energy surged, your mind became invigorated, and before long, you entered a state of flow. This phenomenon is known as momentum. Momentum is an incredible force. Once you initiate movement, continuing becomes significantly easier. However, the most formidable hurdle is always the inception, that very first step, that initial action, that primary decision. And this is precisely where laziness exerts its greatest effort to halt you. Your mind will plead, "Just a little longer, do it later, begin tomorrow." But as we know, tomorrow is a perpetually receding horizon. So what is the antidote? You must seize control. You must initiate, even when every fiber of your being resists. Here's a remarkably effective technique: the 5-minute rule. Simply commit to doing the task for just 5 minutes. Not an hour, not an overwhelming goal, but a mere 5 minutes. Our mind, which fiercely resists monumental tasks, readily accepts small, manageable ones. So, start small. Sit down, begin the work, focus intently for just 5 minutes, and observe the magic unfold. Once you have started, you will very likely continue, because that initial push shatters the wall of resistance. Let us delve even further. Waiting for the perfect moment is a cunning snare. There is no such thing as perfect timing. There will always be distractions, unforeseen problems, and a myriad of reasons to delay. If you perpetually wait, you will perpetually lose time. Resilient individuals grasp this truth. They do not idly await ideal conditions. They forge action amidst imperfect circumstances that push forward even when exhaustion sets in, when their mood sours, when the task feels overwhelmingly difficult. They understand that consistent progress outweighs fleeting comfort. Imagine this. You greet each day not with hesitation, but with immediate action. You address important tasks without delay. You silence the chorus of excuses. Day by day, your self-confidence burgeons. You begin to trust your own resolve. You steadily cultivate discipline. You forge a new identity, all because you ceased waiting and embraced action. Here is a powerful maxim to internalize. You do not have to be ready to start, but you have to start to become ready. So, from today, abandon the pursuit of motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect disposition. Halt the self-defeating cycle of delay. Start now. Start small. Start imperfectly, but start. Because the moment you take action, laziness relinquishes its stranglehold, and the moment you continue to wait, laziness triumphs. Choose action. This is how you conquer laziness, by starting before you feel ready. Lesson 3. Discipline over comfort. If your aspiration is to truly annihilate laziness, you must embrace a profound, often uncomfortable truth. Your most formidable adversary is not laziness itself. It is comfort. Comfort feels exquisitely pleasant. It is easy. It is safe. It is undeniably alluring. But comfort, my friends, is also a cage. Most individuals instinctively gravitate towards comfort without a second thought. They choose extra sleep over an early start. They opt for relaxation over productive work. They seek effortless entertainment over purposeful effort. And gradually, this perpetual choice of comfort calcifies into a dangerous habit. The more you succumb to comfort, the more arduous it becomes to initiate any action. Comfort and growth are mutually exclusive. They cannot coexist. If you remain ensconced in your comfort zone, genuine growth will elude you. If you yearn to expand, to evolve, you must resolutely step beyond comfort's confines. This is the inviolable rule. Every time you encounter a task demanding effort, your mind presents two distinct pathways. Option 1, comfort. Stay put. Procrastinate. Take it easy. Option 2, discipline. Act now. Maintain focus. See it through. You are confronted with this choice, day in and day out. If you consistently choose comfort, laziness flourishes. If you consistently choose discipline, your inner strength blossoms. Now, here is a crucial distinction. Discipline is not about perpetual self-punishment or forcing yourself through sheer willpower. It is about diligent self-training. And shashly, it will feel challenging. Rising early will be uncomfortable. Working without interruption will feel difficult. Resisting instant gratification will seem painful. But with consistent repetition, something remarkable happens. Your mind adapts. What once felt like a struggle begins to feel normal. And conversely, what once felt normal, like idly wasting time, starts to feel deeply uncomfortable. This is the essence of true transformation. Imagine this. You rouse yourself early. Even when fatigue tugs at you, you begin your work. Even when your mind screams resistance, you maintain focus, even as distractions clamor for your attention. Day by day, you grow stronger, not just physically, but mentally. You cultivate mastery over your own mind. And when you command your mind, you command your life. Let us explore this deeper still. Comfort is ephemeral. It grants fleeting pleasure in the moment, but it exacts a heavy toll of regret later. You might feel good momentarily when you postpone work, but later, stress and anxiety will descend. You might enjoy wasting time, but later, guilt and self-reproach will follow. Discipline, on the other hand, is demanding in the moment, but it yields profound pride later. You feel empowered after completing a challenging task. You feel assured after maintaining focus. Feel deeply satisfied after fulfilling your responsibilities. So, the fundamental question becomes, do you desire temporary comfort or enduring success? Because you cannot possess both. Stop asking, what is easiest right now? Start asking, what is unequivocally right for my future? This single question will serve as your unwavering compass, guiding every decision, for your future is meticulously constructed by your present actions. Here is a powerful declaration to anchor in your mind. Every time you choose comfort, you choose weakness. Every time you choose discipline, you choose growth. So, from this day forward, resist the allure of comfort. Ignore the path of least resistance. Refuse to surrender to the dictates of laziness. Choose discipline, relentlessly, repeatedly, even when it is arduous, even when every inclination screams otherwise, because each act of discipline diminishes laziness's power, and each surrender to comfort fortifies it. Make your choice with profound awareness. This is how you win the internal battle. This is how you eradicate laziness, by consistently choosing discipline over comfort. Lesson 4. Control your time and energy. To truly conquer laziness, you must grasp a pivotal truth. Laziness is not solely a state of mind. It is intrinsically linked to how effectively you manage your time and steward your energy. Many lament, I simply do not have enough time, or I am perpetually exhausted, or I lack the energy to undertake anything meaningful. The reality is, most individuals fail to manage their time proactively, and in doing so, they inadvertently dissipate their vital energy. And when time and energy are squandered, laziness finds fertile ground to flourish. Let us dissect this further. Each day, you are gifted 24 hours. Every single person possesses this identical allocation of time. Yet, why do some individuals achieve remarkable feats while others remain ensnared in stagnation? The disparity lies in their utilization of time. Imagine this scenario. You awaken, and your first instinct is to reach for your phone. You scroll aimlessly 4 hours, oblivious to the passage of time. You consume random, unfulfilling content. You postpone your most crucial tasks. By the time you finally decide to engage with productive work, your energy reserves are depleted, your focus is fragmented, and your mind feels utterly fatigued. At this juncture, you feel lazy, but the root issue is not laziness. It is the insidious erosion caused by poor time management. If you command your time, you command your life. You must make deliberate choices about what genuinely merits your time and what does not. Time is your most invaluable, non-renewable resource. Once it is gone, it can never be reclaimed. Energy, 2, extends beyond the purely physical. It is profoundly mental. You might not be physically weary, yet your mind can feel utterly exhausted. The culprit, relentless distractions, excessive screen time, a constant barrage of noise, an inundation of unnecessary information. All these factors drain your cognitive energy. And when your mental energy plummets, that familiar sensation of laziness takes hold. Therefore, your imperative is clear. You must vigorously protect your energy. Here are some actionable steps to empower you. Firstly, ignite your day with purpose. Resist the urge to begin your day with your phone. Instead, initiate with deliberate action. Rise. Mobilize your body. Tackle your most vital task early. For your morning energy is your most potent cognitive fuel. Use it judiciously. Secondly, meticulously plan your day. If you neglect to plan your time, you will inevitably squander it. Decide precisely what needs to be accomplished. Establish clear priorities. Concentrate on what genuinely matters. When your day is imbued with direction, your mind naturally aligns its focus. Thirdly, ruthlessly eliminate time wasters. Engage in radical self-honesty. How much time do you genuinely fritter away each day on your phone, on trivial content, on activities that contribute nothing to your personal growth? Begin to pare it down. You need not excise everything at once, but reduce it incrementally. Every minute you salvage can be reinvested in constructing your future. Finally, work in focused time blocks. Resist the urge to attempt continuous, multi-hour stretches of work without respite. Instead, engage with absolute concentration for a defined, shorter period. Then, allow yourself a brief restorative break. This strategy sustains high energy levels, and when your energy is abundant, laziness simply cannot take root. Here is an overarching point. Prioritize the care of your physical body. Ensure adequate, restorative sleep. Nourish yourself with wholesome food, and maintain an active lifestyle. Physical well-being is inextricably linked to your mental acuity. A weak body often correlates with a lethargic mind. A strong body, conversely, fosters a sharp, vibrant mind. Imagine this. You greet each day with unwavering purpose. You exert dominion over your time. You zealously guard your energy. You direct your focus exclusively to what truly matters. Gradually, inexorably, laziness recedes, because you are no longer squandering your invaluable resources. You are deploying them, strategic wisdom. Let this powerful insight resonate. If you do not seize control of your time and energy, laziness will seize control of your life. So, from this day forward, treat your time with reverence. Shield your energy from depletion. Infuse your days with explicit purpose, because the more profound your control, the less power laziness wields over you. This is how you defeat laziness, by mastering your time and your energy. Lesson 5. Build a no-excuse mindset. To truly eradicate laziness, you must utterly demolish one thing: excuses. For laziness does not thrive on a lack of ability. It flourishes on the fertile ground of excuses. Every instance of procrastination is accompanied by an excuse. Every avoidance of effort is buttressed by a reason. Every choice of comfort is rationalized by your mind. I am simply too tired. I will commence tomorrow. I lack the necessary time. I am not in the proper mood. These phrases may sound innocuous, but they are profoundly perilous, because each excuse you accept grants laziness more power. Understand this with absolute clarity. Your mind is an incredibly clever entity. It will perpetually strive to shield you from discomfort, and to achieve this, it artfully crafts plausible excuses. It convinces you that your delay is justified, that your inaction is perfectly acceptable. This, over time, solidifies into a destructive pattern. Excuses are comforting lies. They safeguard your present ease, but relentlessly sabotage your future potential. Let us delve deeper. Consider two individuals facing an identical challenge. One declares, "I cannot possibly do this. It is too difficult." The other asserts, "This is indeed challenging, but I will discover a solution." Same predicament, vastly different mindsets, dramatically divergent outcomes. The distinction is stark. One manufactures excuses, the other embraces responsibility. And responsibility, my friends, is power. For when you assume responsibility, you seize control. A no-excuse mindset does not imply a life devoid of problems or challenges. It signifies a resolute refusal to permit your problems to become justifications for inaction. You may indeed feel fatigued, but you still act. You may find yourself distracted, but you still focus. You may feel utterly unmotivated, but you still persevere, because you comprehend that your fleeting feelings are temporary, while your overarching goals are paramount. Now let us talk about radical honesty. Be brutally honest with yourself. Every time you postpone a task, ask this piercing question. Is this a genuine obstacle, or merely a convenient excuse? This question holds immense power, for it compels you to confront the unvarnished truth. And once you perceive the truth, you possess the agency to alter it. Here is a powerful linguistic and psychological shift. Stop saying, I have to do this. Start saying, I choose to do this. This simple rephrasing fundamentally alters your perspective. You are no longer a victim of obligation. You are an empowered agent in control of your choices. This cultivates profound inner strength. Excuses, insidiously, erode your self-respect. Each time you renege on a commitment to yourself, your self-confidence diminishes. You begin to doubt your capabilities. You lose faith in your own word. Conversely, every time you take action, particularly when it is challenging, your self-respect swells. You feel more potent, more self-assured, more completely in command. This process forges an indomitable identity. Imagine a life unburdened by excuses. No more procrastination. No more I will do it later. You decide, and you act, consistently and courageously. This is the hallmark of a winner's mindset. They do not idly await perfect conditions. They proactively generate action amidst imperfect situations. Internalize this profound truth. Excuses render today easy, but guarantee a painful tomorrow. Discipline makes today challenging, but promises a powerful tomorrow. So, from this moment, intercept your excuses, subject them to scrutiny, and resolutely replace them with action. Because the instant you cease making excuses, you commence making progress. And when progress becomes your constant companion, laziness begins its irreversible retreat. This is how you defeat laziness. By cultivating an unshakable, no-excuse mindset. That's lesson 6. Take action every day. If your aim is to definitively conquer laziness, you must cultivate one supremely powerful habit: daily action, not sporadic action, not occasional effort, not action only when motivation descends. Daily action, because laziness thrives in the gaps. It festers in the days you skip, the moments you defer, the times you utter, I will do it tomorrow. These are the weak points where laziness entrenches itself. But when you commit to taking action every single day, laziness is starved of oxygen. It finds no viable space to survive. Consistency, my friends, is exponentially more significant than intensity. Many individuals commit a grave error. They exert monumental effort for a single day, then lapse into inactivity for the subsequent 3. They initiate with a mighty burst, but they fail to sustain it. And because their efforts lack consistency, they rarely witness the desired results, which in turn fuels their return to a state of perceived laziness. True growth, however, is a different beast. True growth is steady, incremental, and relentless. Small, deliberate actions, meticulously repeated day after day, generate colossal, transformative results. Consider this: if you improve by a mere fraction each day, your knowledge expands, your skills sharpen, your confidence solidifies. Slowly, imperceptibly, you evolve into a fundamentally different person. But if you constantly halt and restart, your progress is fragmented, and broken progress inevitably breeds frustration. Now for a pivotal shift in perspective, cease fixating on doing everything. Instead, concentrate on doing something every single day. Even if it is a minor task, even if it is just 10 minutes of focused effort, even if it is simply tackling one item on your list, do something. Because action begets momentum, and momentum, in turn, cultivates unwavering consistency. Imagine this: you awaken and immediately plunge into action. No waiting, no delaying. You inaugurate your day with purposeful engagement. Day by day, this becomes your ingrained habit. The internal debate of, should I do this today, vanishes. You simply do it automatically. This is profoundly powerful, because when action becomes automatic, laziness simply dissipates. Every time you take action, you are affirming a truth to yourself. You are unequivocally proving that you are not lazy. You are demonstrating your discipline. You are asserting your seriousness about your goals. And progressively, your self-identity shifts. You are no longer someone who habitually procrastinates. You are someone who consistently takes action. Here is a vital reminder: do not obsess over achieving perfect results from the outset. In the nascent stages, your work may be imperfect. Your progress may feel painfully slow. But this is perfectly acceptable, because the ultimate objective is not perfection, it is unwavering consistency. If you steadfastly maintain consistency, improvement will manifest organically. Build a robust daily system. Do not rely on random, sporadic bursts of effort. Cultivate a consistent routine. Define what you will accomplish each day. Allocate specific times. Assign specific tasks, and then rigorously adhere to your plan. Because well-structured systems create stability, and stability is the nemesis of laziness. Imagine this future. Every day, you meticulously follow your system. You take action, regardless of external circumstances. You remain consistent, even when challenges arise. Gradually, your entire life undergoes a profound transformation. You become stronger, more focused, more disciplined, and laziness simply ceases to exist. Internalize this powerful declaration. You do not conquer laziness once. You conquer it every single day through consistent action. So, from this day forward, do not skip, do not delay, do not wait. Every day, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Because each day you act, you propel yourself forward. And each day you fail to act, you fall behind. Choose progress. This is how you defeat laziness. By taking action every single day. Lesson 7. Become uncomfortable and stay there. To genuinely extinguish laziness, you must undertake an endeavor that most individuals assiduously avoid their entire lives. You must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. For laziness finds its sanctuary in comfort. It thrives when things are effortless, when there are no perceived challenges, when you consistently opt for what feels immediately gratifying. But the very instant you step into the realm of discomfort, laziness begins its slow, painful demise. Every single thing that possesses the power to fundamentally alter your life resides outside your comfort zone. Waking up early? Uncomfortable. Working with sustained, laser-like focus? Uncomfortable. Acquiring new, challenging skills? Uncomfortable. Resolutely saying no to alluring distractions? Uncomfortable. But this discomfort is not your foe. It is the harbinger of your growth. Your mind, by its intrinsic design, seeks to evade pain. It yearns for security, for ease, for the familiar embrace of comfort. So, every time you attempt something demanding, your mind transmits a powerful signal. Stop. This is hard. Postpone it. Take it easy. If you habitually heed this signal, you become enslaved by laziness, because your life then becomes entirely dictated by the pursuit of comfort. But truly resilient individuals think differently. They do not retreat from discomfort. They purposefully advance towards it. They grasp a profound truth. Discomfort is the inescapable price of profound growth. Imagine this. Every time something feels arduous, you still persist. Every time you encounter internal resistance, you deliberately push forward. Every time your mind commands you to stop, you assertively choose to continue. What is the outcome? You forge incredible strength, not merely physically, but profoundly, mentally. You cultivate resilience. You build unwavering discipline. You seize absolute control. And gradually, things that once seemed insurmountable begin to feel routine. This is the very essence of transformation. Here is a crucial point. Initially, discomfort feels undeniably painful. You may experience fatigue. You may feel intense frustration. You may even contemplate surrender. But if you steadfastly remain in that uncomfortable space, something shifts. Your mind adapts. And what once felt like a monumental struggle morphs into your new normal. Imagine this future. You are working, even when you genuinely do not feel like it. You are focused, even amidst the cacophony of distractions. You are disciplined, even when the task feels overwhelmingly difficult. At this stage, laziness finds no quarter in your life, for you have meticulously trained your mind to relentlessly move forward, no matter the obstacle. Let us delve deeper still. Discomfort is the forge where confidence is tempered. Each time you successfully navigate a challenging situation, you unequivocally prove to yourself, I am capable of handling this. This deep-seated belief renders you incredibly powerful, because you are no longer cowed by effort. You are no longer intimidated by challenge. You are ready to embrace boundless growth. Here's a powerful reframing. Stop asking, why is this so hard? Start asking, what is this moment making me become? Because every difficult experience is meticulously shaping you, carving out the contours of your future self. Allow this powerful truth to embed itself within you. Your comfort zone is your prison. Your discomfort is your freedom. So, from this day forward, do not recoil from discomfort. Do not shy away from arduous tasks. Do not choose the path of least resistance. Instead, choose growth. Choose effort. Choose discipline. Remain within the embrace of discomfort until it transforms into your greatest strength. Because the moment you master discomfort, laziness is stripped of all its power, and the moment laziness is vanquished, your life surges forward with unstoppable momentum. This is the ultimate non-negotiable step. Become uncomfortable and resolutely stay there. So, this is how you truly kill laziness. Not through passive waiting, not through idle wishing, but through resolute, unwavering action. Stop believing the seductive lies of excuses. Start before you feel perfectly ready. Consistently choose discipline over ephemeral comfort. Master the art of controlling your time and safeguarding your precious energy. Cultivate an unyielding, no-excuse mindset. Take purposeful action every single day, and crucially, learn to not just tolerate, but to embrace living in discomfort. Because the truth, simple yet profound, is this: laziness is not an intrinsic part of your personality. It is a habit, a pattern of behavior that you possess the absolute power to break. And the precise moment you seize control of your actions, you simultaneously seize absolute control of your life. If you found something valuable, something that resonated deeply within this video, please show your support by liking it, subscribing to the Thesaurus Thrive channel, and turning on that notification bell. We are dedicated to bringing you powerful lessons that can truly transform your mindset and illuminate your future. And always, always remember, your most cherished dreams are patiently waiting on the other side of action. So, cease waiting and begin moving. We will see you in the next video, ready to thrive.